Hex is another digital currency that vows to reform the manner in which we contemplate cash. Not at all like customary government-issued types of money constrained by national banks. Hex is decentralized, implying that it isn't dependent upon the impulses of state-run administrations or monetary establishments. All things considered, Hex is overseen by an organization of PCs that anybody can join. This makes Hex stronger to control and expansion and gives clients more command over their funds. Likewise, Hex is intended to be more easy to understand than other digital currencies, with a simple-to-utilize connection point and straightforward exchanges. Accordingly, Hex can possibly turn into the following enormous thing in the crypto world. What's really going on with Hex? Sent off in December 2019 by Richard Hart. Hex is a crypto project that means to make a more productive and straightforward digital money. The venture depends on blockchain innovation, which empowers secure, sealed exchanges. Hex likewise looks to refine existing digital forms of money by carrying out various new highlights, like moment exchanges and an easy-to-understand interface. What's more, Hex offers its clients various prizes and impetuses for holding and utilizing the cash. The group behind Hex accepts that their undertaking can possibly reform the cryptographic money industry. Hex is an ERC20 token. It runs on the Ethereum blockchain. Hex stores are locked for a set time frame, during which they gather interest. At the point when the term of the store lapses, the assets, including the interest, can be removed. Hex is intended to offer a preferable profit from speculation over conventional financial items, and it has been supported by some high-profile figures in the cryptographic money local area. Be that as it may, Hex is as yet a somewhat new venture, and it is not yet clear whether following through on its promises will be capable. One outstanding element of Hex is its outline of future locked supply. This diagram shows how the stockpile of Hex will diminish over the long haul as additional tokens are secured in the Hex framework. This assists with guaranteeing that Hex will hold its worth and that financial backers will actually want to benefit from its appreciation. What was the least cost for Hex? Hex arrived at its base value worth of $0 January 2020. What was the most exorbitant cost for Hex? Hex hit its untouched most extreme cost of 51 cents on September 19, 2021. Is Hex a decent crypto to purchase? Is Hex a wise speculation? With regards to speculations, there are different choices to look over. Certain individuals like to put resources into stocks or common assets, while others decide on additional speculative ventures like digital money. Hex is another digital money that has been standing out recently. Certain individuals accept that it can possibly turn into the following Bitcoin, while others have glaring misgivings about its drawn-out possibilities. All in all, is Hex a wise speculation? The reality of the situation will come out eventually. Notwithstanding, there are interesting points prior to putting resources into any digital currency. In the first place, digital money is an exceptionally unpredictable resource class, so financial backers ought to be ready for critical cost swings. Second, since crypto resources are not managed by any focal power, there is a higher gamble of extortion or burglary. At long last, as most digital currencies have no characteristic worth, their costs depend exclusively on theory. In view of these dangers, financial backers ought to painstakingly gauge the upsides and downsides of putting resources into Hex prior to going with any choices. Will HEXCOI and Hex reach $1? At this point, the cost of Hex is still somewhat low, and there is hypothesis that it could reach $1 soon. There are a few factors that could add to this cost increment. To begin with, Hex is supported by a group of experienced engineers who have a history of fruitful undertaking. Second, the Hex crypto has a restricted stock, which could prompt rising interest as additional individuals find out about the money. At last, Hex tokens stand out from a few immense crypto stages. Hex was recorded on Pulsex in November 2021 and was added to the Coinbase wallet in December of that very year. This expanding openness could bring about additional individuals purchasing and holding the Hex crypto, driving up the cost. While it is not yet clear whether Hex will reach $1, its previous presentation recommends it is unquestionably conceivable. On the off chance that its cost can keep on moving vertically, there is a decent opportunity that Hex will come to the $1 mark inside the following little while. How might I bring in cash from Hex? You can bring in cash by marking Hex. On the off chance that you stake Hex in pools and the staker's pool gets compensated rewards, you get compensated portions of the staker's pool. Your pay relies upon the quantity of tokens you stake. This is the very thing the Hex group expressed about remuneration sizes. The prizes are paid from a 3.69% yearly expansion in view of all Hex in presence. In the event that 100% of Hex were marked, everybody would share the 3.69% yield. At present, just around 10% are marked. The normal payout to stakers from expansion is 36.9%. If by some stroke of good luck 1% of all Hex were marked, stakes would average 369% APY. On top of that, stakers acquire early and late-end stake punishments. No one knows the number of HEX will be marked from here on out. At present it's around 10% and the APY for stakers midpoint's 38%. You can likewise have various stakes, or, as HEX calls it, a marking stepping stool. HEX Value Expectation 2022. As per the specialized examination of HEX costs expected in 2022, the base expense of HEX will be 3 cents. The greatest level that the HEX cost can reach is 3 cents. The typical exchanging cost is normal around 3 cents. HEX Value Estimate for October 2022. In view of the value variances of HEX toward the start of 2022, crypto specialists expect the typical HEX pace of 3 cents in October 2022. Its base and greatest costs can be anticipated at 3 cents and at 3 cents. Separately, November 2022, HEX Value Estimate. Cryptographic money specialists are prepared to report their conjecture at the HEX cost in November 2022. The base exchanging cost may be 3 cents, while the greatest could reach 3 cents during this month. By and large, it is normal that the worth of HEX may be around 3 cents. HEX Value Gauge for December 2022. Crypto examiners have really taken a look at the value variances of HEX in 2022 and in earlier years. So the normal HEX rate they foresee may be around 3 cents in December 2022. It can drop to 3 cents as a base. The most extreme worth may be 3 cents. HEX Value Expectation 2023. After the examination of the costs of HEX in earlier years, it is accepted that in 2023, the base cost of HEX will be around 5 cents. The most extreme expected HEX cost might be around 6 cents. By and large, the exchanging cost may be 5 cents in 2023. HEX Value Expectation 2024. In light of the specialized examination by digital money specialists in regards to the costs of HEX, in 2024, HEX is supposed to have the accompanying least and greatest costs, about 7 cents and 9 cents, separately. The typical expected exchanging cost is 7 cents. HEX Value Forecast 2025. The specialists in the field of cryptographic money have examined the costs of HEX and their vacillations during the earlier years. It is expected that in 2025, the base HEX cost could drop to 10 cents, while its most extreme can reach 12 cents. By and large, the exchanging cost will be around 10 cents. HEX Value Expectation 2026. In light of the examination of the expenses of HEX by crypto specialists, the accompanying most extreme and least HEX costs are normal in 2026, 18 cents and 16 cents. Overall, it will be exchanged at 16 cents. HEX Value Expectation 2027. Crypto specialists are continually dissecting the vacillations of HEX. In light of their forecasts, the assessed typical HEX cost will be around 23 cents. It could drop to at least 23 cents. However, it actually could reach 27 cents all through 2027. HEX Value Forecast 2028. Consistently, digital currency specialists plan conjectures at the cost of HEX. It is assessed that HEX will be exchanged somewhere in the range of 34 cents and 41 cents in 2028. Its typical expense is normal at around 35 cents during the year. HEX Value Expectation 2029. Digital money examiners are prepared to declare their assessments of the